What's up, everybody? So today I'm doing a throttle body mod, and really I'm not doing anything new. This has been done for like over 20 something years. People have been messing with these cars. If you want to know more on how to do it on your own, there's a whole write-up that's been done on it, and this thing's been online for years. I'll put the link in the description below, and it tells you exactly everything you need to do. Now, I don't know if a video has been ever made of someone doing the throttle body mod, so figured why not? I'll make a video about it. This is my first time doing it, FYI, so I probably will make some mistakes along the way. So the whole reason I started doing this is because when my motor was rebuilt, he had removed the coolant line fitting that's in there, and that coolant line went to the throttle body. Anyway, so this coolant line is now missing. It's already been plugged up, so I decided might as well remove all the other coolant lines that aren't necessary. So just so you know what throttle plates we're removing, so if you look at the throttle body, this is the front, right? So your intake air is coming in here, goes through here into the engine. So we are removing these two secondary plates here. So the first step is to remove these 3 screws here. And this is for the thermal wax subassembly. Okay, now I'm just gonna pry this thing off. So I'm going to stick the screwdriver in here. You can see, just give it a little pry. And voila. Okay, so the next part to be removed is the fast idle cam. Starting with this screw here, then there's a small circular clip here that I'll also have to pull out, and then this assembly can come out. All right. I don't know if you can see, there's that clip. So all I did was take a really small flathead and pried it underneath the spring on each side as it started to walk up. Now, let me get the bigger flathead and just keep doing this. Oops, don't want it to fly away. There. And it's out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this off so I can slide this out. There we go. Okay, so now I just need to throw this spring stop back in where it belongs. This is what it looks like with everything removed. So we're gonna remove these 4 screws. I'm going to remove the TPS temporarily. Here's another stubborn one. That's what I don't want to do. So a little trick I'm going to try, get some vice grips. just put it on the head of the bolt. See if I can at least break it loose. There we go. And there's two other bolts here. Just 10 millimeters. It may be hard to see, but you follow this along here, and there's a small cotter pin. I need to take that out. There's also a little washer right here. Okay, with the cotter pin and washer removed, this easily comes out. Slide that out of the way, and this whole thing just slides right up. Next thing I'm gonna do is just take these two off and remove this whole assembly. Alright, so the next part is to get a tap, or you could JB weld the two holes left by the slider. I'm gonna go to the store and see if I can find a tap right now to plug that hole. And essentially you're just gonna tap this bronze bushing. Okay, so I made a quick run down to Orchard's hardware supply. I got the 1/8 inch 27 MPT tap. I got two 1/8 inch brass pipe plugs. You won't find these in the typical nut and bolts section. You'll find these by like the plumbing section, and some Teflon tape. Okay, so I'm gonna tap the first hole. You guys probably aren't gonna like the way I'm gonna tap it. Well, I got a wrench. I'll make it work. So it looks like the threads are going all the way through. So I'm gonna try to put this fitting on. Alright, I got some Teflon tape on my little plug, and I'm gonna throw this guy in there. The only thing that kind of sucks is I wish I had one of those hex plugs instead. So quick edit. I completely forgot I had some plugs for another project. So I wrap one in Teflon. I'm gonna use these instead. Alright, so here is the actual final product. I got the TPS back on. I've got my plugs inside there. Sorry, it's a little dark. Starting to run out of light. So actually this is a fairly easy mod to do. The only thing I recommend is, okay, so when you're tapping the threads with this guy, on the write-up he says to make sure you go all the way through to the end. However, I think I made the mistake by going too far, so I lost some of the taper that's required to make the fittings snug. The extra Teflon tape helped fill that gap and make it snug. I'm probably going to get some thread locker though. I don't have any today, but I'll probably get some thread locker to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. So that might have been the one mistake I made. Don't go too far to where you lose some of the taper. That makes it snug. So that was my misunderstanding when reading it. You guys can learn from my mistakes. Hope you guys enjoyed. You learned something, at least from my mistakes, and got a visual of how to do it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.